Hi, I'm Denny Denholm, the author of the Bible of Boxing series. In Volume 1, The Foundations, I cover the foundations of boxing. I've decided to take it out the boxing gym and into nature. Right now, we're in far north Queensland, Australia. Let's take a walk and I'll tell you all about the book. The Bible of Boxing has been written over the last 10 years. When I started writing the book, I had just returned from Iraq, and I was looking for a new career where I could excel, where I could get some passion and where I could get some motivation for myself, as I was sort of attempting to bring my own mind back into some sort of order after 5 years out there. What I've found since then is that what I'm teaching in boxing doesn't necessarily just apply inside the boxing gym. When I started writing Mastering the Art of Boxing, a book I released 8 years ago, and has since took offline because the Bible of Boxing is really a much better version of that, and it covers every aspect, every technical aspect of movement, every technical aspect of mindset, to help you form the tools to become a good boxer. Now, whether you choose to be a boxer in the ring as an amateur or a professional, as a trainer, as a coach, you're going to need to know how the body moves. Now, I'm not saying every coach out there doesn't know that. What I'm saying is, over my years and years and years of practice, from traveling from Scotland, where I was born, down to England, becoming a champion boxer myself, becoming a boxing coach for champion teams and champion athletes, I've learned so much. I think I learned probably the most when I went to the Wildcard Boxing Gym in USA earlier part of this year. As a coach, I really thought my coaching ability was at its best. But I have to say, sitting in the Wildcard Boxing Gym, training myself as a boxer, getting fit, and watching other coaches, I could see that what I'm teaching is world class. Which is good, because I've written a world class boxing book. Now, if you want to know more about this book, what I'd like you to do is just pop your email address in the box there, and we'll send you some more information. Or indeed, if you want to get straight on with your training, and you've worked with me before, or you really don't want to mess around and get straight into the Bible of Boxing, just click in the box down below and buy now. I'm offering this book at $100 for the rest of 2015. In 2016, it will go to $488, and it will remain that for the rest of its time. Of its life. The reason I'm giving this deal right now is because I've had a lot of followers over the years. When I launched the Dennythetrainer YouTube channel, I've had over 3 million hits on those videos, and also I've got 9,500 subscribers. So for those guys who have been supporting me, please take up this offer and get onto this coaching program. You're going to get the book, and you're going to get a month's worth of email contacts and sending in videos and working with me to make sure we can get you off to a good start. In 2016, we're going to launch other programs as well. But for now, this is what we've got. Okay? We just want to get the early birds in, get them trained, get this foundation series under the belt, and then move on to more advanced stuff in 2016. So come join me, and welcome to Dennydenholm.com. Brand new website. It's not going anywhere. We're here for a long time. This book has not only been written for boxers, amateur boxers and professional boxers. I wrote this book for the whole family. I know some people think boxing's a violent sport and only violent-minded people go to learn to box or to be champions and boxers. That cannot be further from the truth. In boxing gyms, it's one of the most peaceful, loyal and friendly environments, and if you're in a gym which isn't like that, change. Okay? Every boxing gym that I've ever owned is a calm place, a respectful place, and there is no egos. Egos are not allowed in a good boxing gym. Okay, so with this ethos, I've delivered my coaching to families of grandfathers teaching their grandchildren, boys and girls, fathers teaching their children, boys and girls, so that they can develop skills as not to get bullied at school. As a bodyguard instructor, I have taught so many vicious ways to get people to stop attacking you. But the truth is, in self-defense, being confident is number one, right? If you're confident and look like you're going to be a hard target, you don't get picked on by the other people who are weak. They're bullies, so therefore they pick on the weak. When you start to learn boxing and develop skills from boxing, you start to get a confidence inside yourself, which you don't act, you just are. Once you learn how to punch someone properly or defend yourself, you don't have a problem with confidence. You're confident in your own ability. In the foundation series, I really concentrate on stance and footwork, which are two essential things in life. If you're in trouble and you know which way to stand and get your energy flowing so you can move in any direction, these are great skills. If you can slip a punch or if something's coming flying at your head, you have the skills of a boxer to get out the way or catch things. These are inherited skills that boxers have just by coming and learning the sport. So I've written this book so that it can be read by a child, it can be read by an adult, it can be read by a coach, it can be read by anyone, and hopefully you can understand it. Now, I've given it to people from all over the world, and they tell me that they can understand it very well. So not only is this book a book of boxing for a book of training and understanding the development of skills for the boxing art, for the boxing sport, it is also a family book written so that you can train with your children every day. So there's no excuse of saying we don't have a gym or we don't have facilities. You have two fists, you have a body. We don't need to hit anything else. We can learn the foundation series without a bag, without anything. You can make a bag from a tree. My wife Lisa was in the rainforest the other day. We don't have a bag here, and she just tied a towel around the tree, and off she went. She was punching the tree. Not hard, but certainly enough to give her a sweat and give her a good workout. So believe me, this is not only for boxers, this is for the whole family, for the whole community. And also, I'd like to say before I go, for those guys out there who are war veterans, whether it be in any country, whatever country it was, and you're suffering a little bit of depression, a little bit of shock, and you're feeling like you can't carry on, I'm calling out to you fellas, it isn't that bad. You've got to motivate yourself to get back up, and you've got to come back a little bit swinging with a fighter's attitude, but as calm and disciplined as a boxer. All right? No more anger, no more hate. It's time to be strong and confident and pick up your spirits and get back in the game of life. There's so much work to be done here. You don't need to be carrying a rifle. You could be carrying a stretcher in some place, or you could be helping someone else pick up from depression. You guys have the elite training of the military. Now bring it to the civilian world and start giving back. Okay, another message for you guys who are victims of crime, victims of child abuse, victims of domestic abuse, victims of manipulation in the family, victims of any society, all right? You need to start developing your skills to fight back and stop sitting in the house and stop complaining. You have a thing that I call the attitude flu. I'll go on to that in a minute, all right? We need to stop being a victim. Once you start learning how to be a boxer, once you start learning how to be a warrior, once you start realizing that you are worth this life, then you'll start to realize that I'm here for you, and so is all my team, and so is all my crew, all right? Now, if you can't afford this book, you email me, you get in touch with me, and I'll find a way of getting it to you, all right? I wrote this book for you, not just for boxers. I wrote it for everyone so we can get strong and start fighting back in this world. You're never alone. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, you guys are the keys to family. You're the keys to success of your community. You're the keys to success to our nations. You're the keys to the success because you're bringing up the children. These children need to be strong from day one. They need to be confident from day one. They're learning skills from you, the parents, you, the aunts, the uncles, the family members, the community. If you're fat, unhealthy, and can't get up and fight for something good, what chances have our kids got? Get onto this book. Start reading up what I'm talking about in the fighting spirit chapters, or get onto fighting your demons and start realizing that we've got things worth fighting for in this world, and it doesn't need to be a violent fight. It can be a strong and confident fight. My other book, Attitude Revolution, explains that in detail, so go over there and have a look at what that's about. But please, please, please look to your children and realize those guys need to defend our freedom, defend our nations, defend our family values. That comes down to you guys, and that's why I'm here. Alright, no doubt you want to know who I am, so let me give you a quick summary. You'll find it inside the Bible of Boxing. I give a big detail of who I am. You'll find it inside Fighting Your Demons. I give you lots of detail in the bio of who I am, and I give you the same but different in the Attitude Revolution. Right? But to give you an idea of who I am right now, at the age of 11 years old I started boxing. By the age of 16 years old I was in the Royal Marines. By the age of 17-year-old I was the Royal Marine Boxing Champion. By the age of 17 and a bit I was the Royal Navy Boxing Champion. I travelled around Europe being a boxer, paid boxer, full-time boxer, so I was very, very, very lucky to have that supreme athleticism offered to me as a child and a young adult. At the age of 19, I took on my first coach's job. I had 40 commando. They gave me 30 Marines and told me to make champions out of them. Out of the 12 championship titles we won 8, and we took the championship from 4-5 commando in Scotland all the way back down to England, where I was with 40 commando. That enlightened me. That gave me inspiration and passion that you can get so much out of boxing. You can get so much out of boxing, teaching boxing and getting the results like that. So that was my addiction since the last 30 years, 20 years, last 20 years as being a boxing coach. I've seen lots of champions. I've seen lots of national champions. We've even been working with world champions. I've been in Wildcard boxing gym training next to Manny Pacquiao and all the boys there. I've been all over the world as a training as a boxing coach. I own 3 boxing gyms. I've established 3 boxing clubs. Hey, wait, before you go, there's something that I would really like to mention, which I feel is really important. I am a man from the jungle. I'm a man from the desert. I'm a man from the ocean. I love nature. And while we have the digital products and we have the ebooks available, we don't have to be destroying the rainforest. We don't have to be destroying this beautiful nature, all these beautiful trees, so we can have, oh, someone's dropped this, so we can have paper books. So while I'm an author and while we have digital products, I'm asking you, let's keep the paper on the trees, not by printing books. Let's keep the imprint down on how we destroy this planet. No more. We don't have to. We can read it on our computer, we can read it on our iPads, we can read it anywhere. We can print it off with the chapters we need. But me, printing mass products or books, I'm not going to do it. Ebooks only. Save the rainforest, guys. I'll see you on the other side. Welcome to Dennydenholm.com. Hopefully, in the next few years, we can start to see some change in the world because we've got people's attitudes, people with a fighting spirit, rather than weak and giving up. See you later, guys.